Welcome back. I'm Larry, and this is Larry's Fountain Pens, and I'm ready for an update review. A review that is needed to be updated so all you folks out there in the fountain pen community can know what's going on. First of all, I want to bring back the Cyprium fountain pen. Beautiful copper colored fountain pen. It's just a very well made fountain pen. I do love the color of this fountain pen, from the barrel all the way to the cap. And I do love the clip on this. It's a very sturdy clip, and it's going to keep your pen safe in your pocket. But it feels good, it looks good, and you know you have a fountain pen. And it unscrews. And when you go down the barrel to this grip, the grip is large enough that if you have large, chunky fingers, it's going to accommodate your fingers from small to large. And there's nothing on this grip that's going to interfere with your fingers. Not even on the step down. Everything is smooth, cleaned, and it's just really a well-made pen. You unscrew the barrel, and it comes with a converter in it. And the converter already has a little bit of ink left, which I'll do a writing sample again. But let's go to the nib a little bit. I'll talk to you about this nib. As you can see, I have a blue nib. This is the Jim Hinze broad nib. And they screw in and screw out real easy. And the nibs are very affordable. The brand of the nib is a Jowo nibs. And here you see Hinze logo on the nib very distinctly. And it's very pronounced, and it brings out the nib. You can identify the nib very easily. Nice, beautiful color. And to add to that, here is a 1.1 nib. Let's put it down here. Also is Hinze logo on the nib. So he's got other colors that you can change out to the pens if you care to do so. And this is a Jim Hinze custom made fountain pen. So if you buy a pen from Jim Hinze, you can go to his site, and you can look up the nibs and see what color of nib you like to go along with your pen. So that's pretty cool. The options are there for you. So Jim has come a long way getting a lot of the detail for his nibs done. But it's a magnificent fountain pen. And while we're talking about the Jim Hinze custom-made pens, if you don't know by now, let me update it real quick. Jim Hinze has had to have back surgery. I think, in fact, it was like emergency surgery. It may have been last week or week before last. I forgot. But well, anyway, Jim will not be able to attend the St. Louis Pen Show because of his back. But the good news is that you'll see Jim Hinze in August at the DC Pen Show. And that's going to be the, 3rd and 4th? That's on a Friday and Saturday, I believe, out there. So, in fact, I talked with Jim today, and today is the first day he has been able to get back into the shop and start working on some pens. So, people, if you're interested in ordering a pen from Jim Hinze Custom Pens, here's the rundown. it will take at least 6 to 8 weeks for you to get that pen. First of all, he's got to work and get his stock ready for the DC show. And then between getting his stock ready, he has to be careful with his back and give it time to heal. So he'll have probably a day or two in there maybe to not do anything. So I thought I'd mention that to you all real quick. Jim also carries a different line of pens, not just fountain pens. He carries the kit pens, ballpoint pens, rollerball pens. So he's got a lot going on. He does not at this time have any new fountain pens yet, but rest assured he will be out with some new ones. He has some new material that's come in.
Blanks.
And I'm not going to tell you or describe you the name of the
Blanks.
because I want that to be a surprise. But what I'm hearing from Jim, these blanks are going to be absolutely stunning, amazing, just beautiful. So I can't wait till Jim really gets in there and starts designing and doing what Jim knows how to do, is make custom-made pens.
And you'll be able to see them on his website when they come up, and the website is hinzepens.com, Hinze pens.com.
And remember this, that none of his pens that he makes, the fountain pens, are done by machinery, meaning that there's no conveyor belts that come on down, blah, blah, blah. They're all done, each one by hand. That's a Jim Hinze thing that he is sticking to, the old custom way of making a fountain pen. So that's Jim thing. So you can always look at his website that Mr. Announcer just gave you and check out his pens. I will bring some other of the Hinze creations back to you during the week to give you an idea and refresh your memory that, hey, Jim Hinze is still doing what Jim Hinze loves to do, the fountain pens. So let's get some writing done. And I'm using the Rhodia dot paper. And see how nice that posts. It's sweet. You know, when I saw this color, I had to have it, and I bought it. It just said, take me home. So hopefully there'll be enough ink left in here. And this is a broad nib, and it's a nice wet nib. Look at that. This is how I like my nibs to sing, just like this. You know, it wasn't scratchy, no feedbacks, has great ink flow. It does everything it needs to do, and it keeps me happy because if I have a nice, wet, juicy nib that's laying down the ink, I'm happy. So this is a happy pen. So, leave your comments below. And if you have purchased Hinze custom-made pens, I'd love to hear your comments about it. So you can leave them on the comments below. And that's going to wrap this one up. So, remember, don't text and drive. Peace. Take care.